I have gripes about the new Ryobi Days starter kit, but I also have something that I like about it. So I'm going to get into that, but first I just want to say thank you for being here. I appreciate you watching. Alright, so first of all, they've shrunk it down. You get this, what you see on the box here, and then you could choose a free tool or a small battery, like a 2 amp hour battery, right? First of all, they used to give you a bag like this because, well, part of the reason is you really don't need a bag this size for the kit that they give you now. But, okay, fine. Um, Prices have gone up. Sometimes you go to the grocery store and you're paying the same price for less food. You know, you get a smaller bottle for the same price. Whatever. Okay. But they went from giving you one of their good chargers that I liked to this thing, which granted, maybe it's a little more compact. You could kind of put this in here like this and throw it in a bag. But here's the thing. If you have this hanging in your shop, check out this thin cord. First of all, this big old thing is going to take up multiple spots on a charging strip, you know, on your power strip. So, you know, if you've got more than one thing plugged in, this big old thing is going to be covering up some of those plugs, most likely. I don't like that. Also, look at this thin cord. If you had this hanging on the wall and you had this plugged in and you have a dog or a kid and this thing gets knocked off the wall, I would not want all that weight pulling, yanking on that cord. Now, they used to give you a charger. I don't have the actual charger in front of me, but this is the DeWalt, and it used to have a cord like this. I would be much more comfortable. I still wouldn't want a heavy battery pulling on this cord, but I would be much more comfortable than with this anemic little cord. See the difference there? I mean, isn't that, it's bonkers, okay? So I don't like that. Now, next thing I don't like, here's the new one, here's the old one. This old one has this rubbery coating on the bottom. This is just like a cheap plastic feel. I don't like how it feels like the first time this falls on a hard floor or a driveway or whatever, it's just gonna split in two. I don't like that. It just, plus, you know, I like this rubbery coating. If you're putting this, say you're working on something for somebody, you know, or maybe your car, you know, you got this in a tool that you're working on your car with, you know, that rubbery coating, first of all, it's going to keep it from slipping off if it's on a slant, but it's also going to protect the coating or the finish on whatever you're setting it on. So, you know, you set your drill or whatever down on somebody's counter, you're not as worried about it scratching as when you have just hard plastic. So I don't like that either. However, there is one thing that I do like. Oh, first of all, before I get to that, I don't know if it's the charger or if it's the batteries. So I got one of the little batteries in here, right? So as you can see, they give you, well, you can see it on there too, they give you the little 2 amp hour battery. Now, first of all, I believe it's not 2 complete amp hours. I'd have to look at that though. It might be more like 1 and 3/4 or 1.5 or something. I'd have to look at it. But anyway, point is, they give you one of those, and that's the first one that I charged. I put it on this charger, and it took a little over an hour to charge. I mean, I thought that was just bonkers for a little battery like that. I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, it shouldn't take anywhere near that long to charge. But anyhow, I will have to charge it up again as soon as it runs out, and we'll see if maybe it was just a fluke. I don't know, and if it wasn't, I don't know if it was the charger or the battery. So I'll have to try that battery on a different charger and try this, like one of these old batteries on this charger, and we'll see what happens. But for now, what I know is that uh, that little battery and this other new battery took a long time to charge. So I didn't like that. So I don't like these little chargers. I forgot to mention something here, and that is about battery life. So I'm coming out of church one day, and someone pointed out that one of my tires was low. And so I grabbed my little Ryobi inflator, and it had the small battery from this kit on it. And I went from about 25 psi to 35 psi, and I lost about 25% of the battery charge because you have four bars there, four lights that light up when you push the button, and one of them went out. So I was a little surprised about that because it seems like my old batteries of the same size ran this inflator for longer. But again, maybe this was a fluke too. But one thing that I really do like a lot is the new battery indicator. So you push that. First of all, see how the old ones, you push it and oh, well, it does stay on for a couple seconds. But if you compare them, here's the new one, here's the old one, right? Push them both at the same time. This one is much brighter. It's easier to see outside. Try to get that again so you can compare. So if you're outside in the bright sunlight, say you're doing something on your deck or whatever, you're, I don't know, maybe you're outside building a fence, like a privacy fence or something. Well, you know, if you want to check your battery state, this one's way easier to see. I mean, so that is really nice. I like that. Out in the bright sunlight, way easier to see. I like that it stays on for a couple seconds when you push it. I mean, that's pretty nice. So that's my thoughts on the Ryobi days. I just wish that they would give us a better charger. I mean, I kind of miss the bag. I mean, I know probably not everybody uses it, but I put the bags to good use. I mean, right, this one right here, I have some camera gear and stuff in. So anyway, I wanted to share that and hope this was helpful for anyone who might want to get it, because they will probably be putting this kit in another sale later on this year. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. I'd love to talk to you down there. I appreciate you watching, as I said. So we'll talk to you next time. Okay, bye.